Hey guys, Sarah Placaro here. Today we're going to be talking about V-Day or D-Day. So today is V-Day or Valentine's Day, but for many people it feels like D-Day. It feels like Doomsday, especially if you have been in and out of toxic, unhealthy relationships with narcissists. They love to sabotage special occasions and special days. And for many people, they hope that V-Day is a really special day. They hope that it's a day that they are shown how much they're loved, that they feel loved. We're not just looking for that. We're looking for that feeling that we are that. And so Valentine's Day tends to bring out strong reactions and strong emotions in people, regardless of your relationship status or title. And a lot of people place a lot of emphasis on the day, especially if you are in a relationship. You have certain expectations that your partner is going to do certain things for you on this particular day. And we hope that we get these big, grand displays of love and affection and attention from a partner, from a lover, to make us feel valued and feel adored. And here's the kicker: no one else can make you feel that, but our mind believes that with that display of affection, with getting flowers, with getting chocolates, with getting a nice dinner, whatever it is, that we are loved. But it can't just be on one day. And if you're in an unhealthy relationship, chances are they're going to try and sabotage that day, and they make you believe that because you XYZ, you didn't deserve anything on that day. And so if you've been in one of those relationships or those situations, you may hate V-Day because it may feel more like D-Day, like Doomsday. And you may dismiss it entirely, call it a Hallmark holiday, whatever label you want to put on it. And this is because you're sick and tired of feeling inadequate or not being with the right person or partner on this specific day, and all of the feelings that come along with that. So it is fair to say that Valentine's Day is due for some kind of rebranding, because here's the truth. The best way to feel loved on Valentine's Day is to provide it for yourself. And this just isn't Valentine's Day, but this is every day, to feel loved yourself every single day, whether you are in a relationship, whether you are taking a break, whether you're single, partner looking for love, whether you are, long-term relationship, just beginning relationship, and provide that love for yourself. Loving yourself and that self-love, that will enrich all of your relationships, the relationship with yourself. And if you are in a relationship, you putting yourself first and loving yourself first, because then you're not coming from a place of void or lack and expecting this person to do that for you, because no one else can do for you what you can do for yourself. So if you're looking for external love, it's got to begin internally. And internally, what I mean when I say that is you have to believe that you are deserving of the kind of love that you want to receive. You have to truly embody and embrace that. Otherwise, it's going to mirror and reflect back. And you're going to get the kind of love that you believe that you truly deserve. And all of this comes from our unconscious beliefs about ourselves. So instead of the self-love that we have, this unstable, unwavering foundation that it's built on, and it's showing up in your relationships, in all of your relationships, whether they're romantic or not, your relationships with your friends, your relationship with your family, it's so much easier when you're coming from a place of truly believing that you're worthy and deserving of love, and giving that kind of love to yourself first and foremost, to then have it show up in ways that you really want it to. I think so many people say, oh, I want to be in love. I want to be taken care of. I want to be loved on Valentine's Day and shown that. But why pick just one day? Because that's a big strain on any relationship, especially if you are not in a healthy relationship and you come out of a series and a number of unhealthy ones. Then you've been beat down and you've been beat up mentally and emotionally. And if you don't use that time in between to truly do the inner work to heal and to truly get to that place where you do really love yourself, and you not only know it, but you show it, you believe it, and you embody it and you embrace it, then you're just going to continue to repeat the same pattern and the same cycle. And then the next Valentine's Day is going to come around again. And every time it does, you're going to hate it even more, because you've had these expectations. Oh, by this time next year, I'm going to be in a great relationship and I'm going to get all this stuff on Valentine's Day. And it's not about the stuff. It's it's about how you feel. It's about where you are in your journey and in your transformation in life, within the relationship with yourself and with the relationship with others, whether it is a romantic partner or friendships, and really, really taking care of yourself, especially today, especially if you are in that state of transition and transformation. So writing down, if you are single today, writing down all of the things that you would want a loving person and partner to say to you, and then reading those things and saying them to yourself and dancing with yourself in the living room while you're reading them. I mean, after all, you know you better than anyone else knows you. So you know what your best strengths are. You know what your greatest qualities are. Someone else about you, especially if you're new into a relationship and you're taking this time to try to get to know them. So reminding yourself through affirmations, whether they're spoken, whether they're written, and repeating them. The mind learns by repetition. So if you have repeated a string, a series of unhealthy, toxic relationships, those are the words that your inner mind has on repeat and replay, especially on days like V-Day. So you may be thinking, here I am, yep, single again on Valentine's Day. Of course, this sucks. And it may end up feeling more like D-Day. If you want it to feel like V-Day, give that love to yourself. You have so much to offer the world just by virtue of being here. You are loved. You really are. But it seems like, well, no, I'm not. If I were, then I wouldn't be single, or I would have someone bringing me flowers, making me dinner, bringing me chocolates. So all of this is so much deeper than the surface level gifts that people exchange on Valentine's Day. It really, really gets down to the inner beliefs that you have about yourself, those inner unhealed wounds that you're still projecting onto other people, saying, if you give this to me or do this for me, then I won't feel this way, and I will love you, and everything's going to be great and peachy and rosy. Well, it's not, because it doesn't work that way. When you really want to feel loved, that love has to come from within and extend outward. It doesn't work the other way around. It's not something or someone out there giving you something or doing something for you that makes you feel loved, because no one can make you feel anything. It's about the feelings that come from within you. So truly loving yourself and changing the beliefs about yourself if you don't feel loved. Whether you're single, whether you're in a long-term relationship or in a new relationship, you feeling loved has nothing to do with a relationship status. It has to do with what you believe about yourself. And so many people struggle with this because they have not gotten into the depth, the core, and the very root of where this comes from. It comes from your earliest experiences of love, what that looked like, what that felt like. Was it conditional? In order to feel loved by your mother or your father, what did you have to do? Who did you have to be in their eyes and in their image? And that is what shapes and forms this foundation of this feeling of lovability. And that continues. That continues to get projected in relationships. That continues to develop and grow and expand. And it's not always on the right path. It's sometimes this feeling like, well, I'm not lovable. I'm only loved if I XYZ. I'm only lovable under certain conditions, if I'm perfect, or if I say all the right things or do all the right things. And now you're in this relationship, and it's Valentine's Day, love day, and you don't feel any of that. You feel frustrated, you feel defeated, maybe you're single, and you beat yourself up because you go, well, clearly, if I were lovable, I'd be in a good relationship, right? And everyone else around me seems to be, because the flowers are flying off the shelf. Well, go buy yourself flowers and tell yourself, I deserve these flowers today because I love myself, and go do something really, really nice for yourself today, if that is the state that you are in. And doing that inner work to heal, I cannot tell you how critical it is and how life-changing it is to get to the unconscious beliefs that you have about yourself, where they came from and how they came to be, so that regardless of whether it's V-Day or not, regardless of whether it's February 14th, whatever year it is, you embody and you embrace this energy, this vibration, this level of lovability, knowing it doesn't matter what my relationship status is. It doesn't matter what day of the year it is. I am lovable and I am enough. And you know what? If I want you to get me flowers and you don't, I'm going to get them for myself because I deserve them and I love myself, and I'm going to show and display that. So if you get them for me, awesome. But if you don't, doesn't mean that I'm any less. So really, really giving yourself that gift of love, especially on this day, but not just this day, every single day. And the best way that you can give yourself that gift is to truly transform and reprogram and rewire the inner unconscious belief that you have that you are not lovable and that you're unworthy of love and that you are undeserving of being loved. It all comes from within. It all starts with yourself. So if you want that, have that with someone else outside of you, you've got to do the inner work to transform and shift that from within you. So if you're interested in learning more about how I work with people using rapid transformational therapy, using hypnosis, using trance to do that, then click on the link in my bio. It'll take you to my website. You can find out more information and schedule in a consultation after filling out a few questions. So thank you guys. Happy Valentine's Day to you. You are lovable. If you don't believe it, there's just more work to do, and that's okay. That is the beauty of this journey called life. So I'd love to take you on that deep dive into that place so that you feel loved, not just today, but every day, but knowing today that you are loved. All right, guys, take care. Enjoy your day.